Hey everybody, we got three good artists today. We have good artists on the show all the time, but these three are fun. It goes from, you got quite the range in today's show. You got really good and you got beginner and everything in between. So let's jump in. Booyah! Okay, here we go. Cook my sock. You gotta love that name. So look at this piece. Oh, this is gonna be fun. It's so good. I don't really have a ton to say other than, let's go in and ruin it with some highlights. No, seriously, look at the painterly, the nice loose gesture strokes you got going on here. It's really, really good. Look at this. It's very Sargent-like in the making type of study. It looks cool. So look, here's what I'm thinking. Okay, just give me one highlight here. One highlight. I'm gonna put it on the cheekbone, and then a little bit more on the forehead, just to see if I like it. I think I do though. Because it just pulls that dimension, pulls her out of into the space a little more. But take it or leave it with the lights. This is cool. Look at the tattoo is tough because a tattoo will flatten. Look at how flat that gets. And she has a nice round arm here. So I just went ahead, did some little lighting, core lighting, and I think overdid it with the highlight. But you know what I'm saying? Look at that. I do feel like is matching the rest of your piece well. It gives me that volume and form and space. And then look at this other arm. I love it. I'm a chiaroscuro guy. I love going dark and light, pushing it where you can. So this is just my suggestion, like to downplay a little, make it more mysterious. Ooh, oh, it's mysterious, Tom. You know what I'm saying. So let me take some of this stuff off. And I know what I did. There was one other area. I think I put some dark on the way down. And then look at her in the middle of the whole piece. You got this hair. Wait, what am I trying to show you here? Yeah. Oh, there we do. There I go. Look at that. Had to ruin it, Tom. Look at this area here in the hair. I'm looking for a shape, a weird design. You can come up with something in here, can't you? To give me just some interest, because it's right in the middle of the canvas. Why not, right? But man, this was an honor. I do love your work. All right, keep it up. Okay, this is going to be fun. Look at this whole area. What I'm trying to say is this area is giving the nice sense of depth and atmosphere. So whatever is happening here, very good, and it's hard to explain, but I like it. Okay, so I think I had a note for the hand, of course, but the eyes too, really cool. I got a note on that. And then the little spot up here where it flattens out in the head, I attempt to do something there. So let's see. Let's go in. What do we got? Okay, see, this is flat, and this is like closest to us, so it really needs... So I'd love to see it brought out with some light. So I try here desperately in kind of real time. So I would just look for that volume. That's what I'm looking for, is like what's going to help bring those out, what strokes would help bring that out. And then I'm looking for a value where this is going to not draw too much attention, but also blend in with the rest of her hair. I know why you left it dark. This is a tough little spot. I'm struggling, but I think I ended up with something super subtle like this. Hard to even pick up probably in this video, but it's there, kinda. Okay, so here, look at this stunning piece, man. Look at the overall browns and stuff. It's just so nice. And this glow, this little light. There's a little bit on that ear I messed with. And then look at the eyes. What I did, see with a white and an edge like this, there's going to be some contrast. There's going to be some lighting being affected. I threw a little dark on it here. I think it adds a little bit more drama to these eyes. But either way, those look great. Moving along, I think, the robotic nature of these fingers, it's just tough. hands are, you know, it's just tough. But I think I grabbed a couple images. Yeah, okay, look at your perspective works well. It's feeling well. I mean, feeling well, huh? It feels good, but there was something with the anatomy here. I'd like to see it turned a little bit. And then, but in the meantime, I think what I did was just threw some dark, yeah, a little dark shadow there, because I don't think you need all that detail. You don't want people looking at that part, especially if it's not, the design isn't there. So I would just downplay it a little. Oh, and look at some of the masters. Look what they do with hands. It'll surprise you if you start paying attention what kind of weird shapes that you can get from a very normal, relaxed pose. Notice how he didn't choose to do the rake method like here on the right. And then look at this. I think this is a sergeant. And look at what the negative space they find between these fingers. They don't do this, what you would feel like you'd need to do with a hand. But it's weird. Just study hands for a while. People at the coffee shop or shopping or whatever. Yeah, look at some of this. Look at this wedge. Wouldn't that look weird? But it doesn't in a painting. In a painting, it's interesting. So anyway, great job. Woo! Okay, ready? And okay, last on the list today, Morgant. Check this out. He's got a nice side-by-side going here, right? So you're probably wondering where to go with this. That's what it looks like to me. You're like, what next? So at your level, I'm going to give you maybe 2 steps. Like, let's just go 2 steps in. But what would help is to get very specific. Like if I gave you 1 value only, this light, and you hit 5 areas. Let's see what that looks like in real time. Here we go. I think I try to do something here with the brush. Yeah. So I take a swipe at it and I look, I'm like, wow, that does help. It does help. It's not perfect, but it's a level up, you know? And I went in here. I don't think I went with this one, but something like this. It's not good, but I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on to my next, my next little goal. Let's say the mission is her jawline. So you go in and just focus on the jaw. It's so easy to get distracted. It's like having a phone beeping at you, like, oh, I should work on the nose. I should work. No, stick with the jaw till it levels up to a point where you're impressed and you're like, it's not perfect, but I'm going to keep going. So do that for all other sections. Grab the eye. Do the same. Give yourself 5 steps, and you just do that for everything around the piece. And you watch. It'll work. Rinse and repeat. But good job.